Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, Gail King and Charles Barkley have a new gig. That's the good news. The bad news? The name of that project. Then, what happens when you have The Jason Show crew play laser tag? Utter chaos. And from compliments to delightful feedback, it's all in the mailbag. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Let's make it a good day. We are live from our studios in the Twin Cities. Hi, everybody. Howdy, hello. Howdy, hello. Welcome to The Jason Show. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. Audience, please say hello to my... That is, in 8 seasons, that's never happened before. Please say, wait. Please say hello to my sidekick sister. It's Kendall Mark, everybody. Audience.
Hi, good morning.
Audience, please say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Y'all are good with instructions.
They are good. I told her a lively Monday bunch. We're loving it. Yeah. Thank you for being here. We have so much. We may need 2 hours today because there's so much to get to, so many stories to tell you. First, acknowledgments. Take a shot of the front row. That's my buddy Jamie there in the front row in the Stripe set. Now, Jamie is local famous. If you're watching us from our other affiliates, when you come here to visit, you got to go. You know, my favorite chicken wing place is Serums in Anoka, Minnesota. Jamie is the grande dame of Serums. She's worked there since she was 7 years old. Yes, that's right.
Slinging chicken wings.
7 years. 7. Yeah, I don't know if that's legal, but it doesn't matter. How you doing?
Fine. I'm great. I'm upset with Jamie because she should have brought some chicken wings.
Well, I mean, Jamie's not working.
I know. I'm teasing.
But tell the audience. Tell them what your husband said when you asked him to please go get you some Serums chicken wings.
We were talking about dinner and one night, and he was like, "You thinking about anything?" And I'm like, "Oh gosh, I really like thinking about those Thai chicken wings at Serums." He's like, "Babe, I'm not driving 30 minutes to Anoka to get you chicken wings." It's like, excuse me, I'm hungry.
I would just thank you, audience. Go ahead and boo Kendall's husband. Go ahead. Yeah, Jordan.
It's like there's chicken wings down the street.
I would have driven a half hour for you.
I'll call you next time.
Yeah.
No, he would never.
I absolutely would not have. But I mean, you know. But the next time I go to Serums, I would invite you.
Oh, thank you.
I would absolutely invite you.
He does invite me. He does invite me.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. It's a forced invitation, but yeah, anyway.
It's no big deal.
Hey, let's start off with this. Less than 3 weeks to go until Mother's Day, and the Jason Show is celebrating moms with a Mother's Day show, a special show on Friday, May 12th. Starting today, you can enter for your chance to win VIP tickets to that show. Now look, you know, the older we get bigger and bigger and better prizes. This is a great setup here. 20 lucky viewers plus a guest will be chosen. Not only will they receive tickets to our special Mother's Day show, which is going to be filled with surprises, but they will also win a flower basket from Simple and Grand, which that store is amazing, a bottle of wine from Crow River Winery, and a Jason Show mug. Now it's a nice little setup there. Enter to win on the Jason Show Facebook page, or if you're not on Facebook, don't worry, fox9.com/ That's where the teleprompter stopped at slash. Slash contests. There we go.
Slash.
Leo, take camera 5. I'm Ron Burgundy? Yeah, I can't not read the teleprompter, I guess. But yeah, slash contest.
That's cool.
It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to convince. We'll get Dar up in here.
We'll see if Sid can come.
Sid can come.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Mom, you can't enter the contest. You can't win. You're
yeah, Mom, you can't win either. I know.
Sorry.
But no, it's going to be great. We've been planning this for a while. Thanks to Pam up in sales. They've been doing a great job in creative services. It's going to be a great time. Before we go any farther, too, I said I had a lot of shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to a competitor of ours. Jeff and I were just talking about this. Last week was the 15th anniversary of Twin Cities Live. So I just want to say congratulations. It's a long time to be on the air for a show like this. So it's time to get started. It's time for the hot dish. Let's get started. Roll it, Leo. There we go. Big news over at CNN as they try to bolster their primetime ratings. The network assigned Gail King and Charles Barkley to host a weekly show on Wednesday nights called King Charles. The duo revealed the news on TNT's NBA pregame coverage on Saturday. You know, TNT is owned by the same people as CNN. CNN says the show will deliver culturally relevant programming and unique perspectives. Charles says the show won't be political, but will lightly touch on politics. Gail's not going anywhere. She's still going to be on CBS mornings, and Charles will continue his basketball coverage. The show's going to probably debut this fall. Here's what I want to say about this. I love these two singular broadcasters. I think Gail is great. I think she has a way of getting people to talk, and that's what you want in a show like this. I think Barkley is a force of nature. I don't even like basketball, and I love TNT's basketball coverage because of it's horrible because of Charles. Here's what I want to say. Who the hell came up with that name?
Oh, Lord.
It is the worst name. It's King Charles. I know, but it's King Charles. I get that it's his name. But when I first saw the press release, I thought, is this a documentary about King Charles? Is this? And also, I get that Gail King's last name is King.
Right.
But King Charles, it's really all about Charles. It doesn't make me think of Gail at all.
I had to think about, really think about it.
I know.
I was like, oh, Gail King.
Okay, now for the record, we didn't have to think about it as long as you did. But I mean, you know,
I was like, why aren't they naming it after her? It took a while.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Leo, take 5.
Oh.
But no, and it doesn't say anything about the show.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
King Charles. Look, I'm going to watch it. I think it'll be great. They're not going to do it. But my second thought on this is what CNN needs is a daily weeknight show.
Yeah.
They've been in the toilet. I mean, they've been in the toilet. I find once a week, but God, and they're not going to do it because Gail has a day job and Charles does, but it would be great if this was every night, like a Larry King. I've been saying this for years. They need a show like Larry King where you get newsmakers in, pop culture people, celebrities. You need to get someone like Larry, R.I.P. But they're not going to.
I wonder why Wednesday, if that's what worked best with both of their schedules.
I'm sure. They have agents upon agents upon agents. I'm sure they had to, yeah. Next on the dish this week is James Corden's last on the Late Late Show over there on CBS. And he was on CBS Sunday morning, and he talked about the original pitch for the Late Late Show. Look.
Success in London's West End brought him to Broadway, where he won a Tony Award, Best Actor in a Play.
I'm my own worst enemy. Stop being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic.
That led to a pitch meeting with CBS executives in Hollywood. He had a sitcom. They wanted it. He turned them down.
The more I lived with it and thought about it, I thought it's very unlikely that this will work on an American network.
Then they started talking casually about the hour after Stephen Colbert's show.
I said, I think you've got an opportunity to have an hour there that embraces the internet. Make a show that launches at 12:37, but people consume and watch all day, because that's how that audience are consuming their content now. Your traditional 12:30 audience they're still watching, they're just watching in a different way.
And Kendall has a great point about this, but say what you will about him, he's absolutely right. That's really smart of him. Even shows like this, it's not the old days where people just watched linear television from beginning to end. They consume it in small chunks. You guys probably consume our show later in the little segments. You know what I mean? So that was really smart of him years ago. But you had a great observation just about this goodbye and the reception of the goodbye.
Yeah, it's like the Ellen effect. So it's the same concept. These people who bring you so much joy and happiness, and then you get this publicity comes out right before they're wrapping up that, oh, maybe they're not the best, most joyful person behind the scenes. If you remember what happened with the restaurant and how he was banned from a restaurant for his behavior, at least temporarily, allegedly. But it's the same thing that happened with Ellen. It was like all of a sudden people are like, oh.
It mutes the excitement for the goodbye. You know what I mean? It mutes the celebration of the end of that show. Because credit where credit is due, he did change late night a little bit. I mean, and all the good hosts do. Carson created the format that you watch now, the desk, the monologue, the band. And then you had Letterman, which subverted it. You had Letterman came in 82 and it wasn't classy, it wasn't shiny. Johnny would never let you see the nuts and bolts. Letterman opened it up. He made it ironic. He made the crew characters. And then you had Conan, which brought it into a new generation. And then you had James Corden make late night consumable on the internet. You know, so he did do that, no matter how you feel about him personally. The last show is this week. I think it's on Thursday. Yeah. A lot more to come, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. We are back. So we have openings this week. Come hang with us in the studio audience. We're a lot of fun. We have a good time. We love a lot more. We love it like businesses are coming in with groups. We're like Chuck E. Cheese here, except we're not animatronic.
No.
Yeah. And we don't have pizza, and we don't have a bar yet. Yet. Yeah. So I guess I sold you on coming
You're really
here.
hyping us up,
Anyway, way to build us up. Go to eventbrite.com or go to the Eventbrite app. Type in Jason Show, pick the date, come see us this week. It's going to be a good time. Right now, though, let's worry about today's show. Patti LuPone and John Leguizamo. Patti LuPone. Anytime she's in front of a mic, it's electric. They were on Watch What Happens live with Andy last night. They talked about Kim K being on the new season of American Horror Story. Did a member of the audience just spit at us? I mean, yeah. At the name of Kim? It's our late night rewind.
Do you give a that Kim Kardashian is now acting in season 12 of American Horror Story?
Yes, I do.
You don't like it, do you?
No, I don't.
Why? She's taking role away from
actors.
There you
From
Patti.
Excuse me, Kim. You know, what are you doing with your life? Don't get on the stage, Mrs. Worthington.
Okay, wow. And you?
Whatever she said, I doubled the emotion.
She just doesn't care.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't care.
There is something quite refreshing about that. She just doesn't care. She doesn't care about getting canceled. Twitter.
Nope.
Is Twitter still up and running? I didn't want to check yet. Is it still going? Yeah, just making
Some
sure.
blue check marks are back. That's the update.
You have to have over 1 million and you get your blue check mark.
So we're almost there.
I'm not, yeah. It's time for a special serving, a hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for Brad from TMZ.
Good morning, audience. Hey, Jason.
Hi, Brad. First up, let's get the bad story out of the way. You guys have new details in the Jonathan Majors case. What's going on?
Well, that's right. I mean, there's been this whole back and forth, Jason, because remember there was that alleged domestic violence incident where he was arrested, and his team has maintained from the beginning that this was going to be sorted out. They said they had text messages, they said they had video, they said they had phone calls that kind of proved that he did not assault this woman. Now we have gotten surveillance footage, and you see some of it there, showing this woman the night in question. It shows her out with her friends. It shows her out partying. At one point, it appears that she may hit her head on the bar because what we're told is she was extremely intoxicated. Now, Jonathan's side is, look, not only did this not happen, he wasn't even with her through the night. We don't see him in this surveillance footage at all. But look, at the end of the day, this is going to be up to a judge to decide how this case is going to move forward. But the more evidence we see, the more kind of it appears that Jonathan at least has a fighting chance here.
Yeah. Next, Pete Davidson could be facing criminal charges.
Yeah, it's a case that a lot of people kind of forgot about, but it wasn't too long ago, maybe 2 months ago. He was driving with his girlfriend here in Los Angeles, and he lost control of the vehicle, and it actually crashed into the side of a house. Now, no one was injured, thankfully. There wasn't extreme damage to the house, but look, this is a reckless driving charge that is now being considered by the Beverly Hills District Attorney's Office, and at the end of the day, look, if you break the law, you have to pay.
Brad, you mentioned his girlfriend. Who, catch us up, I can't keep track. Who's he dating now?
You know, I noticed that as soon as I didn't say the name. It's Chase, who he wonders who he's with, who he's actually been with her for a while, almost rivaling maybe the Kim K relationship.
Hey, Brad, here's another follow-up question. Who the hell is that?
I figured that was coming too.
What?
She's an up-and-coming actress. She's extremely talented. I hear you.
That was the most sincere reaction to that, Brad.
Hey, I tell it like it is, Jason.
You do, my friend. Finally, Ryan Reynolds is celebrating this morning with his soccer team. What happened?
I know. This guy, he's got a little bit of everything because he's a Hollywood star, he's got the alcohol brand, and he has a soccer team that he is co-owners with Rob McElhaney, who is from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, big star there. You see the two of them. They breathed a sigh of relief because their team won a big championship over the weekend, which means actually the team will now get promoted to an even bigger league, which of course means more fans, more money, more talent. So the two of them, including Ryan Reynolds, he's just successful in another avenue of his career, of course.
And you know why I love this? I talked about this on my radio show this morning. Yeah, I'm sure there's a 15% thing that it's a vanity project. But the fact that he's really there, he just didn't slap his name on it. He actually cares about that small town, you know?
You can see how passionate he is when the team won. I mean, at first he's on the verge of tears. He's so happy, and then he's just joyous. I mean, he's really committed and really into it. You're absolutely right.
I love it. Have a good week, my friend.
You too.
Always
Thanks,
good
Jason.
to see you. More of these stories on TMZ.com. Did you know, because you're young and hip, do you know who Pete Davidson's girlfriend is?
I don't.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who that is either.
I'm not young and hip enough.
Addie, our social media maven, you're young and hip. Do you know who she is? No?
Oh, thank God,
Oh, wow.
Addie doesn't know either.
Yeah, if
sweating.
Addie doesn't know, then she's nobody. So it's, Addie knows everything.
Oof.
Next in the dish, sad news in the world of Dancing with the Stars. This was, I know, overnight. I woke up, before I looked at my internet, I'm like, oh God, longtime head judge Len Goodman passed away. Yeah, Len was a judge on the show for 15 years until he retired in November. The King and Queen of England released statements expressing their sadness about this. If you guys didn't know, Len was diagnosed with bone cancer. It was kind of private. I don't know if they really talked about it much. He was 78 years old. You know, the reason he was so good is, and the original producers of Dancing were very smart because he provided that great balance. You know, you had Carrie Ann and Bruno and Lynn, they all knew dancing. But they knew different flavors of dance, and they had different energy levels. Yeah. And Len brought a gravitas to it. Again, Bruno and Carrie have distinguished careers in dance, but Len just brought credibility.
Right.
That even if you didn't agree with Len's opinion when they came to him, you couldn't dispute it. The man knew what he was talking about. And talk about not caring. I loved when the audience would boo him. He didn't give a rat's rear.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just kept
he
going.
couldn't care less. Yeah, he couldn't.
Right. He was great on that show. I was reading about him today because I also was surprised to hear that he'd passed away. Did you know that he actually started his dance career at 19? So that's really old to start a dance career, as you can imagine. He started that, and at the time, right before he really hit it off and made it big, he was a welder for the company who built the Titanic. The boat, the ship company. I just think it's a really curious life. I think it's interesting. Like, someone just lives a very big, adventurous life. Shut up.
I couldn't love you more right now. Your fun facts are amazing.
Thank you.
No, I'm laughing, audience. I think it was Friday. You pulled out a rando fun fact Friday about something.
I don't remember
I'm like,
what it was.
where did you find that? That is the best info.
Our research department.
Our research department.
Help.
I know, yeah. It's great. And we lost Dame Edna, too, for heaven's sake. Barry Humphries. For the kiddos, he was the voice of Bruce in Finding Nemo.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Barry Humphries, a longtime comedian. Dame Edna, I saw Dame at the State Theater. He was great. He was here, yeah. He was in our building, wasn't he, Jeff? Yes, he was. He was lovely. He was really lovely.
Fun facts here, too.
That's right. Next in the dish, Matthew Perry is apologizing for the oddest thing ever. He's apologizing for poking fun at Keanu Reeves in his memoir. Well, so if you guys remember, Matthew released the book last fall, and in the book, he talked about his struggles with addiction and alcoholism, and some of his co-stars who have died. He wrote, "Why is it that the original thinkers like River Phoenix and Heath Ledger die, but Keanu Reeves still walks among us?" Now, he was trying to make a joke, but in the written word, it landed with a thud. You heard the audience here. At a book festival over the weekend, Matthew said he's pulled Keanu's name because they live on the same street. And he apologized to the actor and says any future editions of the book will not have that line in it. Yeah, I mean, it's
odd.
It's odd.
Yeah.
It's an odd, he was making a joke, and then you're going on an apology tour, and Keanu lives. Can you imagine if you guys were jogging on the same street and there's Keanu? Yeah.
You're like, oh, I just used your name because you live down the street from me. It's like, you don't think I should be dead? Because it's kind of what you were implying.
And don't pick on Keanu. Keanu's so cool.
I know.
He's
the Matrix.
He's so cool. He was like a crush early on. Yeah. Have you ever seen Point Break?
Just the Matrix.
Thank you, audience.
Oh, Jordan loves that show. Is that about like a prison thing or the bus, or there's something about a thing?
What? No, that's Speed. That's Speed, a bus, about the bus. Yeah.
Okay,
Point Break is about surfers, surfing. And it was when it was absolutely very clear to me, I am gay.
Oh.
That was, it was like.
I get it.
The slot machine was 3 jokers. It was like, yep. You Joker. Yep. Look at that man. Yep. Okay. Got to break up with my girlfriend.
Bye.
Poor Sheila. Yeah, I asked her to go out with me. She was here. She told the story. I asked her to go out with me in a fortune cookie, and then I told her I was gay in a fortune cookie too.
Does she eat fortune cookies
Your
anymore?
boyfriend, the man next to you is a homosexual. Yes, yeah.
She
Could you imagine getting that fortune cookie? Yeah.
She doesn't eat Chinese anymore.
She doesn't eat Chinese anymore. Yeah. Next in the dish.
Poor thing.
30% of that story's true, by the way. Yeah. Elizabeth Olsen was on with Colbert last week. She starred in WandaVision, and she's appeared in, you guys know this, other Marvel films. She talked about the fact that she does her own stunts. Look at this.
You've done 3 Marvel movies since then.
I've done so many Marvel movies.
Yes, exactly. We know of 3.
Yeah.
We know of 3
Yes,
movies
yes,
you've done.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you gotten better at it? Have you gotten better at the wire work? Have you recovered from your giddiness?
I've definitely recovered from my giddiness. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, how many more of these do you want? I can do this all day kind of thing. But sometimes I get a little freaked out. There was one in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, where I had to be dropped from 30 feet up and land, and they wanted to drop me pretty quickly so that it looked like it had an impact, but it kept landing like Peter Pan, like kind of like fencing, and I was like, just use the double. This is so ridiculous. Like, there's a double for a reason. This is like face for place. they do it all the time, and they used it. And in the movie, I'm
They
landing.
used you.
Yeah, and I look like Peter Pan. I look like I'm fencing.
I applaud the people that do their own stunts. There would be no way, even if I was in the physical condition to do it.
Stunts? I'm
Absolutely
shocked.
not. Are you kidding me?
I'm so surprised.
Without a doubt. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up, who in the world thought it was a good idea to send our crew to play laser tag? See what happens when we stop being colleagues and start being competitors. And questions, compliments, suggestions. It's all in the Jason Show mailbag. We'll be right back. And just like that, we're back. I say this with some frequency. You never know what will happen when the Jason Show team gathers for an after-school activity. Last year, Kendall, producer Ted, executive producer Jeff, and myself, last year we played whirly ball. That went well. Kind of.
No, it didn't.
It went well. No, it went well. It didn't.
it didn't.
Yeah, Jeff and I won, and you and Ted lost. It went well, yeah. Well, this time, we turned off all of the lights to try to play laser tag. But audience, things didn't go exactly as planned. Look. Hi. Can you see us? Probably not.
Yeah, you can.
I'm Jason, and you can't see her, but Kendall's next to me.
Oh my gosh, we glow. What do you
Here's the
mean?
problem with Kendall setting up a shoot to play laser tag at whirly ball. Laser tag is a game that takes place in a completely dark room, and television is a visual medium. Way to go, Kendall.
I mean, in my defense, we're lit up.
Anyway, so when you come to whirly ball to play laser tag, it will look cool like this. It won't look like how we have to play it in. It'll look, well, like this. And let there be light. So this is what it's gonna look like for us. Not for you, but for us. Beautiful fluorescent lighting. Look how good Theodore looks in the fluorescent lighting. Look how good Jeff looks in the fluorescent lighting.
In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Hi, this is Whitecap reporting for duty.
My code name is Vortex.
Code name?
Olympia.
Codename is Reaver, like beaver with an R.
What's your strategy?
Try not to break my back again. 48-year-olds should not be playing this game.
Ted, what's your secret advantage when you're out here on the battlefield? I got a sharp eye.
Camouflage.
My age.
That they all hate me.
That one? The other one.
I'm younger than Jason, that's my special advantage.
Activate camouflage.
So go after the old guy.
What is your strategy?
To go up there and be myself, because nobody can tell me I'm doing it wrong.
You should ask the guy if anyone our age has ever played this before.
The other team members are high 8, and now it's time's up.
Oh. 3. Jeff, I see you, so pick a different place there, Buck. 3, 2. Okay, we've all gotten into our positions. I see you, Kendall.
Okay, I keep running into everything.
Oh my God. We're all getting into position to get ready to play. This is gonna go as well as you think it's gonna go.
She's actually camouflaged. Did you see her?
I didn't see her actually. Her camouflage worked really well.
Ready to start.
Blend in, Kendall! Blend in! Use your camouflage! Use your camouflage!
Gotcha! Got her again!
I think my gun works.
I'm out of bullets.
I think Jason just took me out too.
Where's Jason?
The plan was to gang up on Jason. So we're all just trying to shoot Jason.
Where's Jason? I think he left. I see him.
Where is he?
Over there. He probably just walked away.
2-1, he's at the bar with a vodka soda.
Where is he? Let's get him. Get him.
Shoot, where'd he go?
Can you hold that? I think I broke my microphone.
Sorry, folks. I know.
I think mine was broken because I was like this close and it wasn't working.
It was not broken. Let's go see who won.
Is that you, Vortex?
Vortex won? That's right. You're in third. White cap is Ted. And then, ooh, he clips.
Because I don't think my gun worked. I would like a redo. We getting like 1
Here's
point.
a shot in the dark. You just weren't good. Eric, that was good. Yeah, you weren't real good. No, you weren't good. No.
No, he said that to me and it was like, mic drop. Okay, we're done. Bye. Like,
Now,
walked out the door.
for the record, now we don't have we do have footage of this, but we didn't have time, sadly. Kendall made us play again.
I did.
She demanded that we play again, and you still lost.
I did better.
She actually, she lost by about the same margin.
I got mildly better.
Mildly
so
better.
Did everybody else.
And for the record, and then Theodore won that second. Ted won the second one.
Ted goes, Kendall, you're not doing it right. You just basically have to stand there and then like point your laser beam. Stop running around because everybody's just getting you.
And really quick, one more thing, we got to go, but it was the beginning of that wasn't faked. We arrive at the shoot, and I've worked with photographer Eric. Leo, take 5. I've been working with Eric for 8 years. Eric comes, has never said this before. We're all standing in a row waiting to be mic'd up, and he walks out and he goes, "This ain't gonna work." That room is pitch black. It is just dark.
I'm like, well, how dark?
Oh, dark, yeah. Thanks again to our friends at Whirly Ball Twin Cities for putting up with us twice. We'll be right back in a moment, friends, right after this. Oh, God. So, a little bit of a story for you. I was out of town this weekend and flew into Orlando. Shocks to no one. And I don't know about you, but when you get ready to get off an airplane, I systematically check every pocket. You know, the little thing in front with the safety and the barf bag and stuff. I go through it, I run my hands through it. I double check that I didn't leave anything. I'm kind of a little OCD about this. So Friday, we were in a little bit of a hurry to get off the aircraft. And we get off the aircraft.
Did you need a vodka soda? Is that why you were in a hurry? Or?
No, that's how she is. Anyway, so we get off the airplane, and that night, sometimes I have problems sleeping, and sometimes if I can't sleep, I put on, but I don't want to disturb Colin, so I put on my headphones. And I looked, and I'm like, I'm digging around in my bag. I'm like, oh crap, I can't find my AirPods. Now, this is doubly like, ooh, because I just bought them. And like a couple months ago, and I even spent the time, Apple does it for free so that you don't mix them up with other people's. They put a monogram of your choice on there. Oh, it's free, it's not fancy, anyone can know. It's not, it's just, Okay, so I realized that because if you own an Apple device and you know where the story's going, I'm like, well, now wait a minute. I can track my device and I can see where it is. So I jumped on the app that's called Find My, And now there it is. This was taken this morning. There are my AirPods right there. My AirPods. My AirPods are in Kissimmee, Florida. Now, I didn't zoom in. I could zoom in. I know that they're in an apartment. I know the street. I know the house number. And so one of three things happened on my Delta flight into Orlando. We landed around 6, if anyone from Delta's watching. One of three things happened. It's either a fellow passenger that is unlikely because of how I exited. We were really the last ones off, so there were no passengers milling about to see it. Then it had to be either a crew person or a cleaning, the crew that comes on to disinfect. Has to be one of those three options. So all weekend long, I've been tracking my AirPods. And the funniest part about this whole thing is, they're going to be stuck with my monogram, and this is rightful punishment. Leo, put the picture up. That's right. Those thieving losers will have to walk around holding a J.R. Ewing AirPod. That's right.
I'm still stuck on the fact that you were actually not in the first row and that you were the last ones to get off the plane.
Did you take mean pills this morning? Anyway, so to the person who owns them on Lane in Kissimmee, Florida, I hope they catch on fire. Anyway, we'll be right back. Back in a moment. Let me go get my phone. I'll show you. Welcome back. Great audience today. Every Monday, we take the time to respond to what you have to say about our show. Leo, open up the mailbag, please. Here we go. First up, some lovely messages we received last week. Anonymous emailed to say, I know you've heard this before, but I became a true Jason Show fan while I was on medical leave. I was going through a lot of health issues where my world was really dark. Once I started watching you guys on a regular basis, it became the light of my day. Love, positivity, and laughter was far more effective for my healing than anything else. That's great.
I thought that was going to go a totally different
No,
direction.
that's, yeah, I know. We always, now let me just acknowledge to Anonymous, come on. That's the best compliment you could give any of us that work on this show. So sincerely, thank you. Okay, now let's put that on the shelf. We do always laugh that we are the official show of medical leaves.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
And waiting rooms, auto body shops. Hello, everybody at the gym. You know what I mean? People watch us in hospitals all the time.
Feel better.
Hello. Feel better. Next up, an email from Laura. Hi, Laura. She says, I'm originally from Minnesota, and I now live in New Mexico. My bestie from Minnesota has been helping me recover from surgery. What did I tell you, kids? We've been watching your show on YouTube. You and Kendall have been the bright spot of our days. We love laughing along with you. I can't thank you enough. No, Laura, thank you. That's, again, I'll repeat what I said. That's so nice. It's great. That's what we try to do. Next up, many of you commented on a story that I did last week. I got a chance to go behind the scenes at the new Delta Sky Club at MSP Airport. Betsy commented, wonderful segment on the new Delta Sky Club at MSP. Jason, you looked and sounded so happy. Betsy, that's because I was near a tavern. Yeah. No, it was because it was just great. I'm really happy we're a Delta hub. It's just, and they do a really good job with MSP. I love our airport. And Colleen, so if you ever come in, we have a great airport. And Colleen sent us this picture. She says, this is my husband in a pool at the Delta Sky Club in the Dominican Republic. What? He just had to get in the pool. We couldn't believe they had a pool outside the Sky Club. Love your show. Delta? Where's our pool?
We'll take hot tubs.
Or a hot tub?
Yeah.
First, Delta here to do two things for us. First, find my AirPods. And number two, go to that person's house and then get us a hot tub.
Yeah.
Luann is next. Hi, Luann. She writes, Jason Kendall, thank you for recommending Ocean One Grill in Las Vegas. It is our favorite place. We ate there once a day for various meals. Awesome time, and the staff was so good. Okay, Ocean One is the place, you guys know this, I call it the best deal in Vegas. 3 for 1s every day for yeah. Thank you, audience. Yeah. I think it's like $15. Jeff, did you go? No, okay. And you can get it to go, and the food is really cheap too.
Huh.
It's the best deal.
I was gonna say she ate there.
Yeah.
You know.
It's at Planet Hollywood, by the way. Okay, Joanna sent us a comment about something in the studio. She says, take a look at the legs on your couch. I think it would look much better if the legs were restained. They just look beat up. And so does the host. I'm just joking. No. Yeah, oh. Well, that's just tacky as hell. I'm sorry about that. They're absolutely right. So right after the show, photographer Eric will restain those. Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
Finally, speaking of photographer Eric, a comment about our beloved Eric, who did the one chip challenge recently. If you missed it, photographer Eric took a bite of one of the spiciest. I'm sorry. I could watch this until the end. I could watch this until the end of time. He ate one of the spiciest tortilla chips around, and it didn't go well. And as you can see, we laughed until we cried. Chrissy says, I have always loved spicy food, and my hubby knew I didn't know about the challenge. So I ate a whole chip. I cursed at him in languages I didn't even know I knew for 4 days.
That's spicy, eh?
Oh, gosh. They were... I'm not kidding. Eric is a brave guy and can do a lot.
Yeah.
Half a chip took him down. I mean, but every time I see that will instantly put me in a good mood.
It's like the electrocution game he brought
Yeah,
in.
oh, it's so good. Don't forget, if you miss anything on our show, you can rewatch segments and full episodes on YouTube. Search and subscribe. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, gosh, that was good. And here we go. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Today, a sight to see in Disneyland in California over the weekend. Dragons are supposed to breathe fire, but the extra flames during the Fantasmic show were not part of the show. The dragon's head caught on fire and quickly spread to the rest of its body. That thing is 45 feet tall. Luckily, no one was hurt because of smoke and wind. Nearby attractions were evacuated. We don't know yet what caused the dragon to catch fire.
Well, it's a dragon.
It's a dragon. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. It's a dragon. Come see our show this week. Tickets are available eventbrite.com or the Eventbrite app and search for The Jason Show. I'm just checking to see where my AirPods are right now. They're same apartment. There we go.
Put your glasses back on.
Time for the surprise goodbye. Forgot what I was doing. I do this every day. I forgot what I was doing. Today, a 3-year-old boy who knows how to follow instructions. He was playing t-ball and was told to keep an eye on the ball. And as you can see... Okay. The boy may have taken the instructions too literally because he didn't just hit the ball. He kept his eye on the ball. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
He's laughing.
That is fantastic. Tomorrow, producer Theodore chats with 2 of the stars of the long-running Discovery show, Deadliest Catch.
Shut up, Ted. I want to talk to them.
Too late.
Oh.
Okay. Where's my tranquilizer?
I love that
Aaron,
show.
give me my tranquilizer dart, please. What? No one told
me this was happening, Ted.
You go to meetings.
Well, I don't listen the whole time. I mean... Does anyone?
Neither do I, but it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, do you like the Deadliest?
I love that show.
Oh, you are up here, man.
Yeah, with the crowd. Oh, it's a 10.
Are you like communicating with humpback whales or something? Your voice is up there, girl.
Oh, rude.
It's like Mariah Carey.
I'm upset. Give me my
That's going to do it for us. If you're a kid that's watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. I wanted that interview.